What's going on, everybody? It's Rick from Garden with Barchuckin. I kind of been a little lackadaisical on my garden tours, so I figured today I'll hop in and show you what's going on and what I'm growing. So I actually just harvested the garlic out of this area. I was pleasantly surprised. I had a decent harvest. Here they are. I will be amending this soil, so hopefully we can get better harvest next year. Right here I have my 2 green globe artichokes and the indoor jalapeno pepper plant that I brought in the house last year. I have squash, these are Flamingo Beans. They're a bushing variety. Just seeing if I see anything now. This here's aroma. Nothing really going on there too much right now. I have some onions planted around some Swiss chard. I have a Cosmo and then a marigold planted here. I have flowers that I started putting throughout the garden, so hopefully I can get them to entice some bees in. I got another marigold there and there. My shelling peas. These are the seeds that I grew last year. This is the Oregon sugar snap peas. And like I said, I use seeds from that I grew last season, so they're doing well. These here are my red Chinese noodle beans. I had my pole beans that I grew last year here, and a rabbit jumped in and ate them all down to nothing, and then I had the Chinese red noodle beans over here, so I figured I'd just move them over and give them the trellis, so they're doing well. I was actually going to build another portion of trellis, but once they were eaten, I got discouraged and just started a new set. So here's another shot of the kale. I have 1 lone spinach, the other's bolted. I've added another Cosmo here, and then the Swiss chard is doing well. And then on this side I have some beets. So unfortunately the Swiss chard's starting to cover over the beets. Then I have zucchini, Ozark Giant, and Granbell pepper. Another marigold, and then I had a couple other flowers that I wasn't quite sure on, so I just put them in. This here is one that I was looking forward to trying. This is the Violet Sparkle. This should be another Violet Sparkle. Yep. And this is another Violet Sparkle. So I got 2 of them. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can produce. And then I have an eggplant. So I have 3 eggplants there. Another Cosmo. Then 1, 2, 3. These are the red Savina seeds that were in my grandfather's refrigerator. So I'm looking forward to trying to get a couple peppers and seeds out of that. Right here, cayenne. Long cayenne peppers. So they're looking pretty nice. A serrano, sweet banana. Another sweet banana. Sweet red Marciano. Another Cosmo. Sweet banana. And that one doesn't have a tag, so that'll be a surprise. Then coming into the tomatoes, I'm doing the Florida weave. One issue that I found is I have plants that are growing at different rates. So you can see this one's still kind of tiny, and these guys are getting bigger, and this one's pretty big. So I shouldn't have had these little guys in there, but lessons learned for next season. So both of these are the Cherokee Purple, the big cherry. I have a Cosmo there that's flowering, parsley, basil. These two big guys are that Missouri Pink Love. This one and this one are Handsome. Then these two are Ruckers with basil, parsley. Back here, Ponderosa. Oh, and my cucumbers. I have, I believe it's the Boston Pickling and the Slicer Muncher cucumber. There's another little basil back there. Parsley here. Like I said, that one's a Handsome. These two are Brandywine. This is the yellow pear. They're looking nice. And then my unknown variety from 2020. I had an onion start sprouting last season, so I just stuck it next to the compost area and waiting for the seeds to mature, so hopefully I can try to grow some next season. I still have one little red Savina that came up way late, so I figured I'd let her start growing and see what would happen. This here is that black raspberry thornless bush that my buddy at work harvested me off a runner. I still need to find a place in the garden that I can plant it. This here's that pumpkin that started in my worm castings, and then I also placed a few onions around it. I haven't really showed anybody this. Trying a new way for the potatoes. Basically started with a box that was 2 foot by 2 foot, and then kept adding planks and adding soil. So now I'm just going to let it go, wait till these die back, and then bring it along when it's time to harvest. I added a Handsome tomato on this little raised bed right here. I ordered some horseradish. Basically 3 of the 5 pieces died, so still have this one here, and then this big fella. So hopefully I can harvest some horseradish later on. Still have a little parsley. I put some onion and garlic in this bed too, just to see if it helps them with little pest control. I have my strawberries that I got from my brother, are basically here in the middle, and then some of these outliers were the ones, the Ozark that I picked up. It was from Gurney's that I got the Ozark beauties from. Everything's doing pretty well. You can see they're flowering. Ooh. Come on, I know you can focus. Yeah, so got a few strawberries, nothing crazy, but oh my gosh, they are so much sweeter than the strawberries that you can get at the store. Other thing I like is I was having an issue, rabbits and squirrels and all kinds of critters were coming in and digging them up. Now I got a little cage around them, so it's big enough holes that the bees can fly through, but small enough that no animals getting through it. And then finally, picked this bed up. I think it was Home Depot. It was 35 by 46, and this is where I planted my asparagus. I received 10 2-year-old bare roots, and actually all of them came up. So the asparagus was the best out of the strawberries and the horseradish that I picked up from Gurney's. Well, thanks for coming along on this garden tour. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are growing, and have a great day. We'll wait till the airplane goes by. Or muncher, excuse me, muncher pepper. Jeez Louise.